Looks like activities before the release of the Safa album is taking over the space so hard, including even members of the Shatta movement team. The team has been very busy for the past days. Personally, I'm sure those who have been monitoring me on social media would confirm what I'm talking about, because it's been a while that I even posted a thing or two online, all because when you wake up, so many things are engaging you, and you are also making sure so many things will be done right. You are following up on different things at different times, and because of that, man has been a little busy. I must be very honest about it. But we are calming down. We are still taking things very slowly, just to make sure that all activities leading to the release of the album is done perfectly. Remember, last Saturday, we were at Ningo, and that show, oh my goodness. It's a show that I loved so many things about, and I'm sure even before we enter into other activities within the Shatta movement camp, I would want to share with you some updates, some stories from the Ningo Show. So once again, this is the editorial. My name is Sammy Flex. I'm surely doing this with my team of producers, Theophilus Digosh, as well as Buju Lens, making sure that the world will also get to know some of these happenings around us. Now, I think I've said this before, and I also remember I said it in one of our earlier videos, that if you have a show coming up and the show does not involve some names, then obviously the show is missing something. The show is missing some spice. And I can tell you the Ningo Show was one of such shows that I was talking about. Only one major artist was advertised. There was no need for them to go bring this out, that artist. Sometimes when you know you have one big fish and that all the spices that will be going into the soup can make the fish really taste good, you don't have to bother. You don't have to worry yourself with going for the small fish, because the big fish will attract everything that you need to sell. And indeed, getting Shatta for the Ningo Show was that big fish of an agenda, and the agenda was well executed. Special thanks to the Queen Mother and chiefs of Ningo, as well as its traditional authorities and traditional leaders. They came together, put their energies and resources together to make this show happen. Once again, let me also say big ups to Abbas of Elevate GH for leading this conversation. And again, thanks to our team here at Shatta Movement, Shatta himself, for responding positively to that gig. Now, sometimes when promoters are doing their gigs and they are not too sure what they are doing, it creates a whole lot of confusion. I know before the Ningo Show, there were one or two discussions, both online and even among people in Ningo, who were absolutely worried about how preparations were done, both in terms of publicity and again from commitment from our side. According to them, they expected so many things to come from it, but they didn't even know that all this while agreement had not even been reached yet between our team and the organizers of the show. Therefore, we needed to go through all the processes, agree and understand each other before we could go ahead to do the things we did. And that was also to be noted, and it was beautifully executed as well. So we got to town, Pram Ningo, and when we got to town, Shatta has invested in some amount of lands, in fact acres, that's how they sell it. Okay, that's how they say it, acres. He's invested in about some acres of land in Pram. So when we arrived in Pram, we needed to go do some inspection. So at the point, we were all not sure where we were going to, because the direction to our hotel changed a little bit. We had to go through some ways to go check how things were on the land. And really and truly, the land has been demarcated well, highly protected with bricks or walls, and some over 5 acres land, like huge. It's a land that when you're at the end, you wouldn't be able to see at the other end. Maybe unless you use a drone shot or something before you'll be able to capture the whole space. It was really huge. We went there, and after he inspected the place and everything was fine, we departed from the site and we decided to hit town small. As usual, when Shatta Wale enters your town and he does not come to show you love, it means something else is missing. So we came to town and decided to show love to the people, and the love is just to share what God has blessed him with. That is enough cash, and cash. And we hit town. We decided to show love to the people of Ningo, and again, it is also to tell the people that indeed we have arrived in town and everything will be well executed for the evening. After that, the team had to go check into a hotel, and I want to say special shout outs to Greenview, Ocean Greenview. Yes, I think that is the name of the hotel, Ocean Greenview Hotel, and that was where the team lodged just for our one night stay in Ningo. And whilst there, staff and management really treated us well. They were so happy to welcome us. They were so happy to have hosted us, and it is something I'm sure they would want to do after everything. We met with their CEO, and the CEO was also very happy meeting the team as well. So it means that they were happy that at least their facility has hosted one of the biggest in our music industry here in Ghana. And that was also well. So just some 1 or 2 rests, find something to eat more, and a portion of the team, those who have been making sure we go check stage, sound and everything, we went off to the venue that is the Cultural Festival Village, or the Festival Village at here it is called Ningo DA preparatory school or something, or primary school. So that was where the whole event happened. We went to do inspection of stage, sound check and everything. Of course, because oftentimes when many people are doing some of these shows, they don't know Shatta Wale is different from the rest of the artists. They do things like they will do for every artist. So when we went there, they've done their setup in a way, put their sound technicians right before the stage, and hey, we told them that no, it doesn't work like that with us. It does not work like that with us. You will have to change everything. So we had to push the sound technicians back to a very comfortable space. And again, just as we always do, create a space for Shatta to always react or have a one-on-one time with his fans or interact with his fans. And that was also done. Sound checked, stage was good, and let me say shout outs to Jeanette Services. They played, or we played with them at Legon, and after that I decided to always make sure when we have a show and I want to have the best of sound, stage and everything, I would contact them. So as usual, connected them to the organizers, and the organizers made sure they also dealt with them. Gave us one big stage that Shatta Wale would have enough space to maneuver himself around, would have enough space for the team members and the security to also stand, watch everything that was happening. Their sound was also on point. Yes, it is one of my issues when we go for shows, because you go do sound check, the technicians will get everything, but the artist hits the stage and you realize that everything that you did during sound check has come back to zero. But this time round, I think they maintained the sound quality we got from sound check, and it was the same quality that we maintained throughout the performance. When it happens like that, Sammy Flex, I'm always comfortable. I'm always free from all the troubles that may arise out of it. So that was also done. And on the stage, over 1 hour back-to-back hits, people of Ningo shouting, jumping, from children to adults to old women and men. Everybody was at the festival grounds or the festival village, including chiefs and elders of the place. They provided a special place for them, and they were all witnessing the show. Shatta Wale, obviously, with the richest repertoire in Ghana, would not stop giving them the songs back to back, with his usual chants and his usual delivery of some of the issues bothering the state, some of the issues bothering the community, and some of the issues bothering humanity as well. So he will intermittently come forward to talk to his people. He will come through to say a thing or two, just to make sure that the show's energy was always at the top. Just to make the show's energy was always running high. And this is what everyone should know. As it stands, I can also tell you that if there is anything that your show needs a Shatta Wale for its stage. Your show needs a Shatta Wale for everything that you want it to be like. And I know after the show, one thing that has been trending was the fan who tried to take Shatta Wale's chain when Shatta Wale was trying to show love to him by kissing their fingers and all that, or kissing the back of their hands. This fan wanted to trespass. And you know, bad man can't treat a bad man like that. And bad man showed him that indeed, bad man day. I know that video has been trending, but there were so many positives. In fact, the number of people who attended the show, thousands of people. I can tell you maybe the whole of Ningo came to the festival village to witness this show. And there's a festival that they've been doing, that is the Dzokoto festival, something that they've been celebrating for the past 2 weeks. And the climax last Saturday with the chiefs and the traditional authorities of the people really was on top. I would want to commend the people for a very smooth show, a show that was cleanly done, without any controversies from anybody, without any casualties from anywhere. Like, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. People of Ningo, they really have control of themselves. Those who were supposed to be behind barricades were behind barricades, watching and enjoying and having a good time for themselves. Those who were supposed to be in front of the stage were doing that. Those who were afar were also doing that. To me, it was one of the best experiences that one could ever enjoy. And I want to say congratulations to my team, road managers, artists, PAs, security people, media crew, and drivers as well, for everything, who made sure we would go to Ningo and come back safely here in Accra to continue with our activities leading to the Safa. To me, that was good. And now, there is something that I also want to share. Sometimes it is about what is about to happen. That is what everybody should know. It is the Safa Project. Yeah, most of these activities that are very close to the release, we are making sure that all plans will lead into the conversation of the Safa release, and that is what we are about to experience. So on Friday, it will be happening. I want everybody to wait for it. Personally, I can't wait, and I know you can't wait either. Let's make it happen. And remember, we are also available for the next gig that needs a big brand on it. I have advised you already. If there is one big fish, the spices will make the fish taste good or better. Don't bother going to bring small aqua fish and all those things. You just end up wasting space and wasting resources. Take my advice and live in peace. My name is Sammy Flex. I see you when I see you. Until then, we're out of here. Bye-bye.